This is Vikings United, your ultimate destination for everything Minnesota Vikings. Bringing together the most passionate fans, insightful analysts, and dynamic creators from across Skull Nation. Get ready for deep dives, spirited debates, and exclusive insights from Coach Cody. We're celebrating our community, honoring our heroes, and fueling your fandom with Pillars of Valor coffee. This is more than a show. It's a movement. This is Vikings United.
Handy.
Purple and gold, that's all we know. Purple and gold, we holla skull. Purple and gold, this how we roll. Purple and gold, now holla skull. Purple and gold, this how it goes. Purple and gold, we holla skull. Purple and gold, that's how you know. Purple and gold, now holla skull. I'm representing Skull, the gang, you know the name. It's a Minnesota thing. Put that on the purple blood that's running through these golden veins. Hail, sleet, snow, or rain, regardless, we gon' go to games. $1 billion stadium on Sundays, they don't close the bank. Fail rarely, get your tail buried. Give his JJ to JJ on Hail Marys. I'm like Aaron Jones, I see the field clearly. Gain 150 yards off of 12 carries and 2 tugs. I say you crack a can of ice cold whoop ass on the Packers fan. Downtown Minneapolis, where we pack the stands and put our hands above our heads when we clap our hands. That's how we clap our hands. We put our hands above our head when we clap our hands. Now clap your hands and put your hands above your head when you clap your hands. That's how we clap our hands. We put our hands above our head when we clap our hands. I said clap your hands and put your hands above your head when you clap your hands. Purple and gold, that's all we know. Purple and gold, we holla skull. Purple and gold, this how we roll. Purple and gold, now holla skull. Purple and gold, this how it goes. Purple and gold, we holla skull. Purple and gold, that's how you know. Purple and gold, now holla skull. If you from Minnesota, let me know. If you from Minnesota, here we go. Minnesota notice. Minnesota notice. I'm known to skull and then blow the coldest and skull until I got scoliosis. So when we so ferocious. So just know, just way before 84 was the dopest. We showed you who the purple and the gold is. If you from Minnesota, let me know. Right now. If you from Minnesota, here we go. Minnesota. Purple and gold, that's all we know. Purple and gold, we holla skull. Purple and gold, this how we roll. Purple and gold, now holla skull. Purple and gold, this how it goes. Purple and gold, we holla skull.
Hello and welcome to the Scenic Products Sports Network. I am Big B hosting for our beloved Bubba, who is on the road doing his music thing. So this is Vikings United. I am co-hosting with my man Cody. Coach Cody, how you doing?
Doing well, man. Excited to be here.
Yep. No, it's always good. And then we got our special guest up in my top right, Shady. How you doing, bud?
What's up, boys?
Yeah. And below, Cody, why don't you introduce our special guest there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Proud to announce a special guest, linebacker for me currently on the Wyoming Cavalry professional arena football team out of the AIF, Brad Buckman. If you want to, Brad, let them know a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your story.
Yeah, for sure. How we doing? Like Cody said, I play for him on the Wyoming Cavalry Arena football team out of Gillette, Wyoming. If you don't know, we had our first game a few weeks back. Took that one home with the dub, 56-0. Looking to move into Cedar Rapids next weekend to take on the Cedar Rapids Titans. Should be a good time. Myself, I've been playing football as long as I can remember, but this is my second year professionally. Started out with the St. Paul Bears last year, went undefeated in that season, and that brought the opportunity to go over to the Wyoming Cavalry and make it work out there.
No, definitely. Well, thanks for being with us. I watched the game a couple weeks ago where you guys just destroyed them. I know it was a preseason game, but for you as a player, what did that first game mean? I mean, yeah, it's a preseason game, but you went out there, shut them out. I mean, they barely could move the ball on your guys' defense. There's a couple times they're within 5 yards of scoring the touchdown because of turnovers. You stopped them. So, I mean, what does that feel like for you, Brad?
Yeah, I mean, it was just an overall performance by the defensive unit as a whole. Like pitching a shutout, everybody contributed. I was talking with Coach Cody, like looking up and down the stat sheet. Tackles were split across the board. Like there was not a whole lot of range between the least and the most on the team. So we were all out there making plays, flying around. I think the big thing with a lot of these preseason games in arena football, generally it's against like semi-pro teams. What a lot of people may not have known, we played the Central New York Blue Devils. They're actually an independent arena team. So they are just another arena team. It was not a game against a semi-pro team. It was another professional team out there fighting. So I think that just meant a lot to us as our first game as a as a unit, as a team, and just the dominance out there. I mean, it felt great. Having that crowd it's always the best. And it's the first time we've had a crowd on our side. And God, I don't know how long.
3 years, 4 years.
It sounded good. Like I said, I was watching from here. What's it like traveling with that coach over there? I mean, what's some nonsense stuff that guy gets you guys into?
Well, little known fact about North Dakota, Cody thinks there's mountains there. Other than that, no, it's good. I mean, we make it work. For camp and for the first game, we traveled in a 15-passenger van, and I think that helps with a lot of the brotherhood on the field. Like we're close, we do what we got to do, and we all gel. And it's uncomfortable in that van for 13 hours with stops, but we love the game, man. We're in it. We're in it for the love of the game.
Especially when I heard that the overhead lights on when you guys are trying to sleep because somebody's still trying to get a game plan together. So
I knew Coach Cody. I knew Cody. I was going to say ours used to probably not have AC, so you're doing better than we did growing up.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, we're always turning it up, turning it down. We got a few players that if it's above 50, they're too hot. So, but yeah, no, those vans, I mean, they're packed tight. I made the mistake of packing a suitcase for our training camp, and we couldn't find room for it, so it had to sit near the sliding door of the van. So every time we had to get in and out, that suitcase was coming out with us. So now I switched to a duffel bag. We're all good now.
All right. Before we get into all the breaking news that happened over this past week and the soccer today, Will, why don't we run that first? Our sponsor there.
As we cheer on our Minnesota Vikings, let's also recognize true heroes. Pillars of Valor Coffee isn't just about exceptional taste. It's a veteran-owned company with a powerful mission. With every purchase, you're directly contributing to programs that empower and support veterans and first responders. Imagine starting your day with a rich, bold coffee that also fuels a vital cause. Pillars of Valor Coffee is dedicated to making a tangible impact, honoring those who've served our nation and communities. Join them in their mission. Visit pillarsofvalor.com. To learn more and get your bag today. Pillars of Valor Coffee. Great coffee, greater purpose.
Yeah, definitely go out and get some of that coffee. I know Bubba's probably got every brand that he's been given on his road trip. So but with that
Hey,
being
don't
said,
worry.
boys, what's
Don't worry,
that?
Brandon. When I get my shipment in the mail, you're right in town, so I'll
All
get
right.
you. I'll hook you
Oh
up.
yeah. Definitely we'll have to hook up so I can try some of that. But that being said, guys, I mean, breaking news just right before we went on, the trade that shocked the world a couple days ago, Max Crosby going to the Ravens for 2 first-round picks. Baltimore backed out due to health reasons, medical clearance and stuff like that. Cody, I mean, first give us your opinion on the trade that happened, but then the news that just broke a few minutes ago. So,
I mean, the trade itself, I was like, dang, 2 first-round picks. There you go. But there's always a motive behind something. You're not just gonna get rid of a player like Max Crosby just because. So obviously they were trying to, in my opinion, hide this little like incident or injury, whatever, under the rug and hope it passed. But the fact that it got rejected, like, all shout outs to the Baltimore staff finding it, you know what I'm saying? So that's crazy though. That's crazy. You don't hear about that as often. A trade being blocked like that or declined.
Brad, what's your thoughts? I mean, you're on that defensive side. The guy gets traded, then gets pulled back. I mean, what's your thoughts as a player now? Do you want to play with that team, or what's that going to be the outlook?
I mean, I think he's made it known that he's wanted out. He's put up with a lot, and so that probably played into it as well. But yeah, I'm just absolutely shocked that the Ravens backed out, and for the reasons, and I don't think anybody knew about it, saw it coming. And like Cody said, like the initial trade kind of seemed light for a guy like Crosby, and I thought it was a steal. I was like, God, the Ravens are back. Like Lamar had a rough year, he'll bounce back. King Henry in the backfield. Now you're adding this dog to the defensive line. But yeah, they saw something and shocked the world. And I think the craziest outcome is going to be how it affects all the offseason moves the Raiders have made. Does Jalen Naylor, does his contract not happen anymore? Does he come back home? Does he go somewhere else? They signed, I think, a center to like an $81 million deal. So what's the impact there is going to be crazy.
Yeah, that definitely the fallout of all this. Like you said, the Raiders went wild last night, yesterday. So, Shady, what's your thoughts? I mean, the trade happened, then it gets revoked. I mean,
Yeah. So initially, my first thought was, since I'm in Charlotte, was the last Hornets trade that tried to go down, where they tried to trade Mark Williams and get Dalton Connect. I was pretty pumped about that. But Max Crosby's a little bit bigger deal. I don't know. If he's injured, my first question is going to be, is he even going to play this year?
Hey, there's Steve. What's going, Steve? What's good?
Yeah, I mean, the book's out. I mean, the reports are out. I mean, I don't think the Raiders, if they try to move him, can get 2 first now that we know that he's currently injured. I know it's going to be hard for him to go back and be like, oh yeah, all's forgiven. I'll play for you guys. Knowing that they didn't want him there. Yeah, he said himself he doesn't want to be there. So they're gonna have to move him. I know a couple of my buddies said, "Oh, the Bears will be in play, Dallas will be in play."
Wasn't it Hassan Reddick that didn't play last year, or was that the year before last?
I think that was 2 years ago now.
Yeah, you could be right. You could be right.
It could be one of those things, though, and he'll just come back like Max Crosby. I mean, Jesus, he's not going to take a year off. God knows what he'll do, but
yeah, no, they'll find him a home, and I don't think we'll see 2 first rounders going on this next proposed deal. So
not at all. That was crazy, and I mean, what shocked me more was that Geno Smith trade.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, Geno Smith going to the Jets
for a 6th round pick. That's all he's worth, a 6th round pick.
Back to the Jets too.
Well, I mean, you talk about him being only worth a 6th round pick. does his really health issues are these big. I mean, everybody. I mean, Brad, how many games are you truly healthy during a football year? I mean, you're playing. I mean, so
Fair
I mean,
question.
Been
after the first
healthy.
game, I can't believe you're 100% healthy. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, maybe the first couple games of every year, depending on how they go, but and playing the way that we play is a little bit different. Like, we're playing football almost year round. Like, the Bears season ended in October. Wyoming, we got ready to go in February. Then the summer season will hit in end of May, and it's a revolving door. So, like, I haven't been probably fully healthy in 2 years.
Okay.
I dealt with a foot
Yeah.
injury, so I had to have surgery. That took a while to recover from. But yeah, you're always banged up, man. Especially when walls are involved too. It's yeah. But
Yeah.
these guys at this level, they're hitting at speeds and with power that we don't even see. It really is like 30 car crashes a game, especially in the trenches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Cody, you bring up that Geno Smith's only worth a 6th-round pick. What about the Dolphins? They're eating $100 million just to get rid of Tua. So, what's your thoughts on that one?
That's crazy. Yeah, like, oh man, I don't know. And then to top it off, they're talking about Tua going to the Falcons.
Yeah.
I mean, he did sign with the Falcons. I'm just looking for that.
And I'm pretty sure they owe Kirk a lot of money still.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. I mean,
Kirk
they said they're
baby.
cutting Kirk. I mean,
that's crazy work. That's crazy work.
What did he sign for? I know it wasn't much.
But still, Geno Smith in the 7th for his 6th-round pick is stealing.
He still got a cannon.
Well, and that's the whole thing, you got Fields there that didn't play too bad, but I mean, he wasn't the greatest, but Miami ripped the Band-Aid off. Yeah, they knew.
They 4 years ago before that contract. He wasn't worth that contract.
No.
I got a question for Brad.
What's up?
All right. Oh, here, I'll wait till he comes back. You're good, Brad. You're good. What? So, as a linebacker, I didn't know anything about the Devin Lloyd trade. Why did the Jaguars come off of Devin Lloyd? Or how did the Panthers end up with Devin Lloyd? Because that seems so. I mean, we needed a linebacker. Don't get me wrong. Dan Morgan's in the GM spot. How the world did we land Devin Lloyd?
You're on mute there, Brad.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry, we have an unexpected guest star. Can you say hello to the world, baby girl?
Hi.
So welcome to the show. I can subscribe.
All right.
So
go play on your phone.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. So I don't know if they've officially signed. I'm looking right now. I thought it was official that Tua went there. But
I didn't see it was official. I just know that they were planning on it.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Daniel, how's
what we doing?
single life going for the couple weeks that Bubba's gone? So. But I mean, I think the big shocker yesterday, the fact that Kenneth Walker leaves Seattle, wins the MVP of Super Bowl, and goes to Kansas City. I know Will's probably happy jumping around in the background because he's a KC fan, but Shady, what do you think of that move? 3 years, $43 million.
Mm-hmm.
I am not. Hold on, my headphones kept cutting out. Get Cody. Cody.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I mean, first of all, Seattle, dumb. I don't know what they're thinking. I'm just gonna go out and say it. What did we say he was? 25 years old. Just won you Super Bowl,
25, just a little bit over 25. Busy, full-time
Super Bowl MVP. And you're just gonna let him walk? I think that's crazy work. I'm surprised more teams didn't try to get involved serious enough to make it, a competition and not have him sign so quick. But damn, I mean, I don't know how that's gonna fit in Kansas City. I feel like he should be a number one back anywhere, and I don't know. I don't see that in KC. Like, as long as you have Mahomes,
They got too many weapons, I think.
you got too many weapons. That rock can't go to one person.
Yep. Brad,
you're good. I
okay,
see what
Brad.
you're talking
What's your thoughts on Walker going to KC?
I'm sorry, Cody. I gotta completely disagree with you.
Ooh,
That's
You
totally
said-
fine.
you're running laps tomorrow.
We said what? 3 years, 43 million.
3 years, 43.
So that's what, 14 million a year. So you're telling me you want to pay 14 million a year for a running back that hasn't gotten over 1,050 yards in a season?
Yeah.
Well, people got paid. I mean, we'll talk about some other orange contracts, but
So for me, don't get me wrong, he had an amazing Super Bowl performance.
Yep.
He's a dog, but at the end of the day, like, the numbers just don't fit for me for I think what he was looking for. He's a 4-yard average back. He's only hit 1,000 yards twice in his 4 years, and that's barely hitting 1,000. So I think you can go out and get that same production from someone else. Whether I don't know if it's Zach Charbonnet or if it's going to be someone else in free agency, but I don't think letting him walk for that price was a bad idea.
You think Zach Charbonnet is going to do that for you?
I said I don't know, but
yeah, but I think a lot of that money was due to him getting the MVP. I think if he did get the MVP, I think we're probably looking at maybe. I mean, I know 35 is still a big number, but I think that's probably where we're looking at. Shady, what's your thoughts when you saw that news come down?
Honestly, I like Kenneth Walker because he's shifty. The question is they going to use him as that receiving back?
Yeah.
Which he could rack up a lot. But I just looked at the running backs do they still have Pacheco?
No, he signed with he signed today with somebody.
It's Keontae, somebody, and somebody else. I mean, he should have the carries.
Yeah. Pacheco signed with somebody. I want to say it was Browns, I think, but I'm not positive about that. But I know he signed somewhere. We were talking
looks
about
like he signed with Detroit.
Detroit, that's right.
And all I'm saying is, if I'm a running back, seeing that, I'm never going to Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm never going there. You're gonna treat a dude like
Thanks,
that?
Steve.
I ain't going there.
No more.
Another big move, which I thought was kind of a shocker. Mike Evans leaving Tampa Bay, going to San Fran for 3 years, $42 million. Cody, what's your thoughts on that move? I mean, Mr. Consistency.
I mean, let's see if he can keep up those 1,000-yard seasons. San Fran, you would think so, just based off of pedigree and stuff like that. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see if Brock Purdy's the real deal.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Brad, what's your thoughts on that move?
I like it. I was shocked that he left Tampa. I thought he had, it's one of those where, like, he kind of just felt like the one that was going to be there until he retired. But I do like him with Purdy. I like him in that offense. I think that gives them, a good deep threat with all the issues they've had with Ayuk, and obviously Debo's gone, pairing him up with some of the other weapons they have there. I like it.
Yeah. No, Steve, you're right. Steelers, we'll get to some of those signings. Shady, what's your thoughts on Evans going to San Fran?
Go put up 1,000 yards anywhere else but
Yep.
the southeast part of America for the rest of your career. Thank you so much. It was fun.
It's like, get on
watching
the
you.
NFC South.
Oh my God, bro. I ain't had season tickets in a decade because I ain't watching you do it every year. I watched Julio do it. I'm not watching him. He killed us. He killed us every year. 1,000 yards every year. Like it wasn't nothing.
Yeah. No, you're
I'm
right.
not so sure he ran routes. I think he just ran.
He just ran. He was playing old school football. Travis Etienne leaves Jacksonville, goes to the Saints, 4 years, $52 million. another shocker, I think, there. Maybe just where he landed, maybe not leaving the Jags, but where he landed, Cody. Another running back getting paid.
I was actually shocked that he left the Jags. I thought he had a good thing going. I know they got that backup, like up and coming, but with the Saints, that shocked me too. I wouldn't want to go to the Saints to save my life. But it really makes me happy now that Steve's in here. We're just watching the Packers just fall apart. Oh, man, they're just falling apart. I'm loving every minute of it. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. Brad, what's your thoughts? ETN going to the Saints.
Yeah, I don't know, man. His career with Jacksonville was wild. I mean, it started with injuries, then he was the guy, then it was Tank Bigsby, then it was whoever else, and then back to him, and all in not that long of a time span. So it doesn't shock me that he left, went elsewhere. The Saints, I think they showed that they're a little bit better than people thought they were going to be last year with that whole quarterback situation going into the season, and Kamara probably on the way out. So it maybe he felt like there was an opening there to take that role. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes Kamara. I think they're talking expendable. Probably let him go. But Shady, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, my question is, how many years pro is Kamara and how many years pro is ETN? They got to be close, right?
I think there's a good 3-4 years.
Is there? So
I feel like
ETN still feels like he's got a lot left. Chuck's young. The Saints feel like they
ETN's 27, so it probably came in the league around 22, 23, maybe 24. So
ETN came in 22. Kamara came in 17.
Okay, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. He'll have a good year.
Well, since we got Steve on the ropes here, let's get him fired up for this one. Malik Willis leaves the backup role of the quarterback for Green Bay, goes to the Dolphins for 3 years, $67 million. Cody, what do you think of that?
I love it. Oh, I love it. Miami, just for Miami, they obviously had to replace Tua somehow. Eating that cap and then throwing Malik Willis that money, I mean, you got to wonder how many more moves they can make, but they had to do it. And for the Packers, I mean, just fall apart already. I'm loving every minute of this. Oh, sorry, Steve.
Brad, I know you feast on quarterbacks. I mean, Malik getting 3 years after playing 5 games this year with the Packers and putting up some decent numbers. I mean, what do you think?
I'm just glad the better of the two quarterbacks is out of Green Bay. Every time he went in, he lit it up. Sorry, Steve, I don't know you, but I've been a Vikings fan my whole life. I hated every time Jordan Love was on the injury report against us because it was like, God, he's one hit away of us having to try to stop Malik Willis. And not only that, but the Vikings historically are terrible against running quarterbacks. Shout out Mike Vick for making us look like fools back in the day. But it's a good move. I like it for him. It's a good opportunity to finally prove that he's learned. I know when he came up with Tennessee, he was just raw talent. And I think over the last few years, he's learned a lot.
Yeah, Shady, what you think? I mean, backup quarterback, few games, gets $67 million for 3 years. I mean,
I remember when he came out of Liberty, and Liberty's in North Carolina. But he was big news, and he had a good arm, and I liked everything about him. But yeah, I'm glad he's getting a second chance. He's well worth the money. I mean, this is like early. He was a first round pick, wasn't he? I mean, first number 1 pick, wasn't he? Was he the number 1 pick?
No, he wasn't number 1, but
because I remember the whole build up to the draft.
He was first round for sure.
You remember the build-up, though, to that draft? Everybody's like, Malik Willis is going to be everything. And I was like, thank God somebody's noticed it. But I remember him back then, so I'm glad he's finally getting his shot. He deserves it.
Yeah. Alec Pierce of the Colts re-signs 4 years, $114 million. You know, that's a big move for somebody that just or a team that just franchise tagged Daniel Jones after the big injury. So Cody, receiver getting some love.
Wait, repeat that name.
Alex Pierce, receiver for the Colts.
Yeah, he re-signed, right?
Yeah, he re-signed for 4 years, 114.
It was either Pierce or Pittman, that type of deal. And I don't know. I honestly would have stuck with Pittman, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and then they shipped Pittman off to the Pittsburgh Steelers, which we'll talk about. But Brad, you got another fan in the room there, but Pierce getting 114 for 4 for the Colts. What do you think there?
Again, it's such a high price to pay. I don't know what I'm used to, I guess, out of like a receiving core, but I mean, we're talking a 1,000-yard season. It was 1,003. It was last year out of 4 seasons. Like, and it could just be that the prices that they're getting paid, the cap keeps going up, the amount that players keep getting paid keeps going up. So maybe that's where like I think the numbers might be skewed, but 114 seems like a lot for
way too much.
For a guy like that.
Yeah, Shady. I mean, what do you think?
I'm gonna be real. Did not know who we were talking about, but 114 million is wild, bro. That is wild.
Yeah, he was supposed to be something when he came out of college. Like Brad said, 100.
I hate Duke, Cody. I'm in North Carolina, man. So you know I wasn't watching the Colts this year. I like Jeff Saturday more than I like Daniel Jones.
No, man. Short round.
So, okay, let's get back to Steve here. He loses a receiver. Romeo Doubs goes to the hated New England Patriots. 4 years, $68 million. Cody, I know you're loving that move.
Yeah, loving it. I mean, they got rid of Stephon Diggs, so they had to find a replacement wide receiver. Dobbs, I mean, he's always a dog when he's healthy. One of Aaron Rodgers' trusted targets. So, I mean, Drake May is going to have fun throwing touchdowns to him. Sorry, Steve, but it's just everything has happened perfectly. It looked perfectly. I can't. What was it? Clay Walker. He's gone too. Like, who's next?
Yep. Clay Walker signed. Clay Walker signed with the Raiders. 3 years for 40. But Brad Dobbs going from the hated Green Bay Packers to the Patriots.
Solid pickup, man. I don't think he's played to his full potential. Like every time he's on the field, it seems like he's doing something. I know he's missed a couple games here and there, and it's a solid pickup. And yeah, they had to replace Diggs somehow. That them releasing him actually surprised me a little bit after the resurgence that he had last year. But he comes with his extra stuff as well. So
I think that's where it was. It was the extra stuff that we didn't like him to find out. Shady, Dobbs go to the Patriots. $68 million over 4 years. So, what's your thoughts on that move?
It sounds like the Green Bay Packers are liquidating assets, and I don't know if they're bringing any in. So good luck to the city of Green Bay this year with manning a squad up. But y'all just letting everybody go. I think Drake May's going to capitalize on that because Drake May's coming back.
I think he's definitely going to capitalize. I know he brought him up. Steve brought up the Steelers. Let me just get some of their signings here.
Rico.
You think it could have to do with the Micah Parsons contract? Like, are they stuck there a little bit?
Yeah, they're probably stuck a little bit, and they gave up a lot for him, so they got to replace him somehow.
I didn't think about that.
I can't find all the signings, but I know there's quite. But let's go to the Panthers. We got Shady here. Jalen Phillips, defensive end rusher, 4 years, $120 million. Shady, what's your initial thoughts there for your Panthers?
That was an early deal after a Sunday in the South. So somebody had spent a long time at church because they spent a lot of money on Jalen Phillips. I don't know. I would be hard pressed to say the last person they spent that much money on a defense style. Probably Luke or somebody like that. But yeah, they capitalized him and Devin Lloyd. So,
yep. Coach Cody, what's your thoughts?
I think it was perfect move. They needed to make a splash, and they did. So this is going to help their defense. And next year, I think Carolina is going to go over and make the playoffs and make a splash.
Yeah, I think they're looking to do something soon. Yeah, cross your fingers. Brad, defensive end guy gets a payday, so let's give the defense a little love. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Nice to see him get some love. I mean, he's young talent, and
26, too.
their defense was definitely suspect last year, to say the least. And so I think it's a good move. It was a necessary move, and man, it feels like a good fit.
Yeah, no, I think it does. I think that's going to be Panthers are going to be a fun. At least that front four is going to be a fun team to watch. Great to the Cowboys. Willis, Dobbs, Patriots. Yeah, Dobbs gets cut. Jenkins gets cut. So, Steve, maybe you can answer the question. Do you think it has a lot to do with the Parsons deal, the contract that the Packers have to start cutting these guys? Let's get a little close to home here, guys. I know we've been wanting Naylor back, but he goes to the Raiders, 3 years, $35 million. Cody, I think it was a little heartbreaking, but got to be props to the guy to go get paid. So, what's your thoughts on that move?
Yeah, no, shout out to him for getting paid, getting that bag. I mean, he deserves an opportunity. I just don't know if he was going to get that here. And so, I mean, when Addison had all of his issues earlier in the season, and then the overseas issue, I mean, Jalen Naylor stepped up. He's been stepping up every time he's been getting a chance. And I mean, was it this year or last year? I mean, at the beginning of the season, he was tied for the league lead in touchdowns. I mean, he just needs a shot. So this is the shot. I'm happy for him.
No, definitely. Brad, being a Viking fan, we lose one. Props to him for getting paid, but what's your thoughts?
Yeah, that one hurts. I don't know if Addison's going to be around much longer. I don't know if we're going to be able to pay him. And then,
do we want to pay him? I mean,
and that, yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It hurts, man. I was kind of on the boat of like, let's see what we can get for Addison if that's an option, and give Naylor his moment. But my only thing, and this is where like I'm not there, so like when that money's thrown in your face, who knows what the decisions. But the Raiders, you want to go to I don't care how much I'm getting paid. I know I can get something somewhere else.
Well, he's going to have a new quarterback.
Quarterback.
Throwing to him most likely, so that might help him. But Shady, I know you're a Carolina fan, but we've talked about Naylor's hopefully sticking around, but he goes to the Raiders. What's your thoughts?
I think the Vikings are like LSU. Like, it's just wide receivers everywhere in Minnesota. It's crazy. But, I mean, yeah, he knows it's his moment, too. So, I mean, hey, go for it. Oakland's hot. You got good weather. He's gonna get some balls.
Yep. No, So, yeah, the Steelers, Rico Dowles signs with the Steelers, 2-year deal, $112 million running back. Pittman, of course, they traded for. Late exchange round swap. That's what they're saying. They're not giving any details, but he also signed a 3-year, $59 million deal. So, does those couple moves entice Rodgers to come back? Of course, with the new head coach there, Cody. What's your thoughts?
I don't think it entices Rodgers to come back. Not those names, at least. Maybe Dowdle, but I mean, I think he wants more star power on the outside to help him out. They just ain't got it up in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah. Brian, what's your thoughts?
They're trying, though.
Yeah, they're trying. Do you think that entices those moves recently for the Steelers for Rodgers to come back?
I mean, it definitely makes it more appealing to go back there. That's for sure. I can't believe y'all let him go. You handing the keys back to Chubba?
I guess. I don't know what we're doing, honestly.
That's crazy, though. Like,
I don't know. I don't know how that. I think he walked out and nobody said anything, and then it was like later they were like, "Hey, by the way, Rico left," and we're like, "It's not good."
Yeah, yeah, no. Yeah, Shady. I mean, you kind of said it. No good. I mean, what's the Panthers thinking? I mean,
Yeah, they paid Chuba a lot of money. I have no idea. You know what? I don't know. David Tepper's wife could be running a lot of it. David Tepper could be running it. It could be a mix of. The Panthers are neither here nor there. Rico's in the right spot. I think Rico's going to get some handles in Pittsburgh. I would think he wishes Mike Tomlin was still there a little bit because I feel like their personalities match. But yeah, no, the Panthers running back room. I don't know who's in there.
well, Steve, we will see. I mean, if the Raiders can build what they're building, I mean, he's got a lot to learn. I mean, I can't consider him a bust. I mean, I'm not a big one on, draft picks as it is being the next coming of whoever, but they need to learn. But, the Raiders, we talked about the Naylor trade. They signed Tyler Lindenberg, center, to an $81 million deal, so they're going to anchor the offensive line there. Kiwi Payne, edge rusher, for 16. Nagobi Dean, $36 million. Craig Walker from the Packers signed for $48 million. 28 of that's guaranteed. So they went out, made some moves, man. I mean, they're and now they get Cosby back. So does that affect some of these moves? We kind of talked about that earlier. So let's see here. Any other teams we want to talk about on their moves? I'm just looking here to see if anybody sticks out to me. I mean, Houston. They traded for David Montgomery. Cody, what's your thoughts there? Houston bringing in a pretty decent back.
what they traded him for cheap, right? What did they give?
The Lions got offensive lineman Juice Shrugs and a 26 4th-round pick and a 27 7th-round pick.
Okay, so yeah, Lions got fleeced on that one for sure. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see if he can help the Houston Texans offense and CJ Stroud. See if that'll be the missing piece to help CJ Stroud get over that hump. Because right now, for Mendoza, for Steve to call Mendoza a bust, that's crazy work. We haven't even seen nothing. I don't want to see that again. But for CJ Stroud, you got to perform, buddy.
Yep. Yeah. I think CJ Stroud, all hype when he came out, he did good. We ain't gonna lie. Sophomore slump. Now he's got a rebound. But Brad, what's your thoughts?
On like Mendoza or just like
Montgomery going to
Montgomery.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like Houston is where running backs go to die. I'm not gonna lie. That goes back to like the Lamar Miller trade. Like he was balling out in Miami and then just went to Houston and fell off. And then we saw David Johnson go to Houston and he didn't turn into anything. Mixon had one good year and then is iffy last year. But no, I think Montgomery needed to get away from the split back if he wanted like that role. Because obviously Jahmyr Gibbs is and will be Detroit's for as long as he's kicking. And so if he wanted a larger role, it makes sense to go somewhere like Houston. So
yeah. JD, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, Naylor
went to the Raiders. Yep.
David Montgomery was a dog.
Yeah.
So he's in a good spot as far as that goes, but I kind of got to agree with Brad. It does seem like Houston is for the running back. I forgot about Lamar Miller, bro. He was killing it. Lamar was killing it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, surprised Pacheco was such an asset to the team. Yeah, he's gone now. They got Walker, so we'll see there. So some big names that are still out there. Tyreek Hill. Do we think after his big injury, what's going to happen to him? Does he come back? Shady, what do you think on that?
I don't know why I first thought was Steelers.
Yeah,
maybe.
He's 32. they're saying about $30 million to get him, but I don't know. Brad, what's your thoughts?
It's a high risk, high reward type situation, I think. I don't know where I see him going. Yeah, I mean, it's all going to depend on obviously kind of a duh statement, but on the recovery, because his speed was his game.
Yep.
And so if he can come back and at least get most of that speed back, he'll be all right for however much longer he decides to play. He's also the one that I think he said he wanted to play 10 years and then call it quits. So
yep.
He might
10 years.
Yeah.
So yeah. Trey Hendrickson, Bengals edge rusher. He's in the market still. I know he was tied to the Lions last year for a trade. It never went through, but Brad, what's your thoughts on trade? And possibly where he could be headed to.
As long as he stays away from the NFC North, I'm okay. Yeah, I mean he's a problem. He's a problem, but they're gonna offload him. They got way too much money tied up into 4 players, so they're gonna have to offload someone. And to me, I don't know why they signed T. Higgins at that price when they had Jamar. I think you had your quarterback, your receiver, your defensive, staple. But yeah, with some of the things going on, I don't know where he's going to go. Just stay the hell away from the North.
Yeah, Shady. Trey, where do you think he could end up?
Yeah, that was initially what I thought the Panthers were trying to do, but they went with Jalen Phillips, and that's cool. Yeah. Jalen Phillips is badass, but I got a bad feeling. Watch him end up in the NFC South. I don't know. He's going to end up on somebody's defense.
Yeah. Cody, Trey Hendrickson, Bengals edge rusher, free agency. Where do you think he's going to end up?
I mean, I hate to say it, Shady, but I think it's going to be NFC South. All I know is he's got to get out of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Got to get out of there. Disrespectful.
When you stepped away, we talked about Tyreek Hill. Cody, where do you think Hill's going to go if he comes back? I mean, Brad said he wanted to play 10 years. He's at 10 years. So, I mean, does he just call it a career or does he come back one more?
I think he calls it a career. If I were him, I'd call it a career. I personally have never been a Tyreek Hill fan. I don't know. You can call me crazy, but I feel like he's just another gadget player. I look at Tyreek and I see a faster version of Percy Harvin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Flashy, we'll get you them plays, we'll make big plays and stuff like that. But I mean, if he isn't going down the field, I mean, actually stretching that defense out, he's got no value to me.
Yeah. Nope, I see you there.
I feel like comparing anyone to Percy Harvin is not a shot at them either, though. That man, if it weren't for the migraines, his career could have been way better than it was.
That's facts too.
He was, and the biggest thing is, Tyreek's faster, but Percy could run through anyone.
That's true too.
Soul says he's full of himself.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, well, that's I would guess it.
When did you find that out?
Let's go back to sticking to Steve a little bit. Trayvon Diggs, corner, sitting on the free agent market. Cody, anywhere but Green Bay. What do you say?
I want him. I want him
for Wyoming or for the Vikes?
Both. Both. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to get in contact and be able to pull in some big names. Brad can vouch for me, so it's just a matter of time. I mean, I shot.
I wouldn't mind to see him in purple and gold too, but I know there's been talk that him and his brother want to play together. I mean, I don't know if I want Diggs back, but
what?
I don't know.
Bring him back. See, this is that shit. I'm just gonna say it. This is that shit. And it goes with football, basketball, baseball. With basketball, it was Jimmy Butler. With football, it's Stephon Diggs. This whole state's soft.
Soft.
Don't bring
All
up
right,
Jimmy
Brad.
Butler.
All right, Brad. Wyoming or Minnesota? Where do you see Mr. Diggs going?
I'd like him to go to Minnesota. Honestly, I'd like both of them to come to Minnesota. If we can have Diggs and Jefferson and Addison work, please get out of my way.
I'd go for that. But Brad Diggs, where do you think he'll end up?
I don't see him here. I see him in the AFC. I don't know why. But like kind of one of those AFC defensive teams, Steelers, Ravens, something like that along those lines.
Pittsburgh.
I'm good without him. I think before he left Dallas, he had the worst quarterback rating against a corner in the league last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened from his, 11 interceptions to now. I mean, he's still 27. You think he should be entering his prime, not leaving it, but last year was rough, man.
Yeah. Shady, Trayvon Diggs, where are we thinking he might end up?
I gotta agree with Brad. It's gotta be like Ravens, Steelers. I don't know. It could be Patriots. I don't know.
Yeah.
If we went to the Ravens, that would be.
Yeah, maybe a rebuild Raiders team. I mean, who knows? I mean,
that defense.
One guy that I've seen on here, Joey Bosa, rushing for Buffalo, going into his 10th year, 30 years old. Cody, I know the Vikings could use maybe a nice veteran presence back there, but what do you think, Bosa?
I like him. I think I'd like to take a flyer on him, see what we could offer him, but. Minnesota's cheap, so we'll probably skip out on that one. We're just cheap. Everybody in the States.
We had the highest payroll in the league last year.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, we got to figure out a way to get out of it so we can get some guys.
We spent it on some trash bottom of the barrel players.
Yep.
Stop it.
Hey. Great in the bottom of the barrel. And Flores was like, let me make magic with these guys.
He always does, man. Yeah. It is Diamond Dallas Turner's time to shine. Do not bring in an edge rusher.
No.
Diamond.
I think you're right on that one, Brett. I'll give you that one. I think Turner's going to get it going. But where do you think Bosa's going to end up?
Honestly, did he get released or is he just a free agent?
He's an unrestricted free agent.
I mean, do you think there's a chance he goes back?
Yeah.
To Buffalo?
I bet he goes back. I got a weird guess.
On a team-friendly deal?
I could see
it. Possibly. A guy that intrigues me a little bit because I'm a guy that likes people that can play two different spots, and I know he's not great at – he's serviceable. Tyson Hill, tight end for / quarterback for the Saints. Cody, I mean, what's your thoughts?
I get him out of it. I've never been that fan of him. I've never been a fan of him. I mean, he's good, he's flashy, but I mean, who needs him? Who really needs that type of player? Can you name a team right off the top of your head?
Well, I know the purple and gold be the quarterback. I mean, I know he's not the guy, but
Kyler's coming to town.
Well, yeah, I was going to get to that.
Sorry, my bad. I'm getting ahead
of
it.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just scrolling through here, just seeing if there is some people that are still out there that make sense somewhere. But let's bring it up. I mean, I think writing's on the wall. Kyler Murray's going to be here by Friday. Brad, you brought it up. What do you think? Sooner than later, or?
Unfortunately, sooner. I don't know. I actually like. it's
I guess
such a
what's your
good-
thoughts on that move? First of all, I guess
I
what's your
don't hate it.
thought?
I don't love it. Like, is that a valid answer? It's just one of those where, like, I think it could go either way, but there is
Yep.
going to be no middle ground. It's either going to be really bad or really good, and I'm tired of really bad quarterback play.
Yeah.
I know it was only a season, but we had a good one in the door, and before that, it was a lot of seasons of. Yeah, we've had a rough history with quarterbacks. Kirk was stable, but frustrating. Just to backtrack a little bit because I loved the reaction. I think the guy that plays Taysom Hill twice a year also doesn't like him, but it seems like for very different reasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Cody, I mean, Kyler Murray, or do you think maybe they're gonna pass on him? And I mean, there's a decent list of quarterbacks out there that could come in, but I think the writing's on the wall. What do you think?
I think it's Kyler Murray. I mean, it makes sense for him. It makes sense for us. He's got that. He's got mobility, but I mean, it's just he's got to be able to see over the offensive line. If we're just doing rollouts the whole time, like it's ridiculous. But I swear, if I ever see him go like this, Jefferson's down there somewhere, I'm gonna be pissed.
They did it with Randy for years.
Yeah.
That's
Dante.
Katie, I mean, I know you're not a full Viking fan. I mean, you're on the show, but do you think Murray's gonna be here sooner than later? I mean, it's definitely got to be before week 1 of preseason. So, but what do you think?
Oh, is it me? I think Kyler one. All right, we played Kyler a couple times. Kyler's like that kid who got to go to all the really cool camps that you didn't get to go to, but he was like half your size. You're like, how does this kid get all the doors? I don't know. He's an amazing athlete, but I'm kind of with you, Cody. I could totally see Kyler pulling one of these about half the time. Just cock it
fucking
towards
Hopkins is down there
502.
somewhere.
Yeah, he'll be down there, which he might. He's got a pretty
Well,
good
yeah, Murray will be there soon. Yeah, I think so. But again, I hope they have an open quarterback controversy between him and JJ, but I'm still suspect about the offensive line. You got to get better there, no matter, because it won't matter who the quarterback is if they can't protect them. I mean, Cody, you put teams together. I mean, if you ain't got an offensive line, how good is your quarterback going to be?
Not that good. He's gonna be running for his life every play, frustrated. I mean, I'm not 100% opposed to the move of bringing him in. It's honestly probably one of the best quarterbacks available that we could bring in to compete and really push JJ. But I mean, the dude's got to get his shit together. If I see him on live streaming Madden.
I'm looking at the list here, and there ain't nobody that jumps out at me. I mean, they got 3 Viking quarterbacks sitting here on the free agent market, but I mean, Trey Lance, 5 years, he's age 25 for $2 million. I mean, that might be a serviceable guy, but is he going to push McCarthy? Probably not. Murray's probably going to push him more. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody that jumps out at me and is like, oh, let's go get him. I mean, I know, if you listen to K-Fan and local media, if Kirk gets released, do we want him back? I mean, Brad, you kind of brought him up earlier. Do you want Kirk back if the price is right?
That's the key. That's the key right there. I'd take him back. I think, if it's not Kyler, I agree with Cody. I think as far as like competition for JJ, to be honest, I don't think there would be competition with Kyler. In all reality, I think that would be pretty much set in stone after a few preseason games. But I'd take Kirk back. He's a good fallback option. JJ McCarthy struggled to stay on the field, so it's nice to have someone that knows the offense, has run the offense at a high level. Did he struggle in Atlanta because he can't do it anymore? Or did he struggle in Atlanta because he was learning a new system? It wasn't the right fit for him. I think I heard somewhere the first year in Atlanta. I mean, we all know Kirk's a play action quarterback, lives off the play action, and they were like one of they ran play action less than I think every team in the league.
Yep.
And so it's one of those where was it a scheme? Like you got to know your pieces. You got to fit your scheme to your players. You can't fit your players to your scheme like that. So I'd take them back. And I think just like an F it, we ball, like let's have some fun with it. I wouldn't mind seeing a season of 5,000 yards and 40 picks from Jameis.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
to throw
you.
it out there.
Thank you. Thank you. Honestly,
Yeah.
if we got Kyler Murray, and you brought like Big B, you brought up a good point. I wouldn't be opposed to bringing Kyler Murray in and a person like Trey Lance to really put the pressure on JJ. I don't care if I draft you that high. If that's my mistake, I'll eat that. You know what I'm saying? But you're either gonna get it together. If shit ain't sweet, you're gonna get it together, or like you're gonna be on the streets.
Well, let's talk to the guy that got to see Kyler Murray a little bit. Shady, I know you'll be happy that he's out, but you know, you think he'll be in Minnesota?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, y'all's receivers are just too good, and he's too athletic. There's going to be a lot of options there.
Yeah. Just looking at my notifications, I know we're talking quarterback, so this is Sam Howell, former Eagle quarterback, signs a 1-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys. So per sources, so does he replace Dak down the road? I mean, a lot of people had high hopes for Sam Howell when he came out of school, but that's it for me. Cody, you want to talk about anything? Got anything that we didn't cover?
I mean, Sam Howell.
To grab will be. Are you talking free agent or are you talking draft? I mean,
Yeah, free agent or draft. We give us a little bit more on that. But Sam Howell, I mean, I have high hopes for him. I got confidence he'll be serviceable. But I mean, behind Dak, how much tick are you really gonna see? There's a writing on the wall for Dak. I've never been a fan of Dak, but it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. I got, I hope the best for him, honestly.
Yeah. No, I do too. And one person I forgot to talk about, Bradbury got traded from the Patriots back to the North for Chicago. So free agent you're talking about, but yeah. So let's see here. What do we got for free agents? Let's start at center. Let's see here.
Bradbury going to Chicago.
Yeah, Bradbury went to Chicago. They traded for him.
Our D tackles are going to eat all game that day.
I'm looking at centers. I mean, they got Lloyd Crushberry from Tennessee as the highest guy. 6 years. He's 28. James Daniels guard from Miami. They're thinking around $8 million for him. So, I don't know. I mean, there's no names that jump out at me right now, that I'm looking at. So we definitely need to shore it up. But Brad, what anything you got?
I mean, if we're going off the question of defensive linemen, just kind of looking at what's out there. Interior defensive linemen, I'm not seeing a lot of big names. Dalvin Tomlinson's out there. That's probably going to be the biggest signing, him or DJ Reader, as far as like interior guys. Other than that, edge, yeah, we got the few big names that we talked about. Trey, Hassan Reddick, and Joey Bosa are out there. Beyond that, yeah, it's looking pretty dry. I'm not gonna lie. But
are we? I got a question for you, fellas. Are we surprised with the amount of moves that the Vikings have made and the value of the players that they've been bringing in?
I didn't see too many. Let me get to.
Have they made any moves outside of that cornerback from Pittsburgh?
Well, I mean, we placed that
We
tender on pace, right?
restructured. I mean, I know we restructured TJ's contract.
Yep. Did
Um,
we already? I thought it was Jefferson. We're still waiting on TJ.
I could be wrong. Yeah. So right now I got Eric Wilson's re-signed, James Pierce signed a 2-year deal, 8.5 million. And then DePola re-signed. So let me see if they say anything, because I thought I read that TJ restructured.
I thought he did too. Saved us like $5 million. And
I
Yeah,
thought
it
it
wasn't
was
that much.
Jefferson, and then a lot of people were like, "I'm surprised TJ hasn't yet."
Yeah.
And I was commenting, I was like, "Well, who are you? Like, if you get rid of him or anything, who are you going to replace him with? We
Yeah.
can't get anybody like that in the draft.
No.
I don't trust Oliver that much."
Yeah. Yeah. Vikings. A couple days ago, Vikings redo T.J. Hawkinson, clears up $5 million in the cap.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So yeah. So Shady,
Yeah, bros.
what do you think? Panthers going to do anything more, or?
I'll be shocked if the Panthers. I mean, Tepper's got more money, but I think the Panthers are pretty much maxed out right now. You got Derek Brown. He's gonna actually. I think he's got 2 more years left on his contract. Scorton, Umalea, Jonathan Brooks is gonna finally get his start this year. It's just a lot of people they've had coming through. It's like a farm system. So this is gonna have to culminate this year, or we're back to the drawing board again.
Yeah, I think that's kind of Vikings right now. Is if we don't see growth out of McCarthy, we're going to be back next year. And I know the talks will happen. Let's just tank for Manning and Arch Manning. But again, I don't think it's not going to matter unless we get a stronger offensive line. To me, that's the way teams are built. So
yeah,
but no, with that being said, any final thoughts, guys, before we wrap it up for this week and get Bubba back next week?
No,
Yeah,
I think you hit it right on the head there. It all starts with the trenches. You can have a baller quarterback and studs on the outside, running back, tight end, but if your quarterback is running for his life within 2 seconds, you're not going to have any success. So we gotta figure out something here, just to solidify at least a couple pieces on the offensive line.
Yeah. So, Brad, thanks for joining. Any final thoughts?
No, thanks for having me on. I guess I do have a quick question for Shady, just because I wanted to touch on the Panthers a little bit. They got a lot going on, and it seems like baby steps out of Bryce every year. Where's your head at with Bryce going into what, years 4, 3, 4?
Yeah. I think you're 4.
Yeah, 4.
Oh man, I don't know. You're getting like an authentic view of an old Panther fan here. Like I fell in love watching. I was in the stands when people started chanting the name Winky. I mean, we're going way back.
Way back.
Minnesota boy,
And
right?
to me,
He was my last pick in the fantasy year that he came out. I just took him because he was a Minnesota kid.
98 was a wild year, bro. But yeah, so Rodney Pete was throwing pick after pick, and then they chant Winky, and I'm a kid. I don't understand nothing, but I know this ain't a good start. And we got Jake Delhomme, and then we keep going. Cam changed everything, and it was kind of cool having Baker and all them, but Bryce, I don't know. We've never had anything like that. Like in the South, even kids, 12-year-old kids are 6'4", 280 pounds. Like it's not that obscene. They're normal. I don't know. Bryce is smart. He's a very smart guy, and I don't know. I just want him to turn into a villain. Just be the Slim Reaper, dog. Be the Carolina Reaper.
Did the Panthers sign a backup?
Yeah, they got Kenny Pickett.
That's what it was, Pickett, yeah.
They just said, what's the one guy that looks like a cowboy that we can sign? And it's like, Kenny Pickett. It's like, okay.
I love what they're doing with Bryce Young, honestly. I mean, he struggled for a little bit. Then they had that benching. And then ever since then, he's really, in my opinion, been picking it up and taking things a lot more serious, and it's been showing. So, I mean, you guys barely missed out on the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, didn't they make the play? You made the playoffs, right? You're the
We
7th seed?
basically won that game until Matt Stafford marched down in like 40 seconds and just said, "Y'all take it to the house," and we were like, "All right, thanks, Matthew Stafford."
So,
Yeah,
All right. Well, with that being said, Shady, thank you for joining.
yeah.
Brad,
Take
good
care.
luck in your next game with Coach Cody here. Hopefully, you
Go get him, Brad.
go get them. Go get some quarterback lunch there for you guys' dogs. I'm Big B. We'll see y'all next week on Vikings United with the returning Bubba. Have a good one.
later.
Have a good night.
Everybody.
As we cheer on our Minnesota Vikings, let's also recognize true heroes. Pillars of Valor Coffee isn't just about exceptional taste. It's a veteran-owned company with a powerful mission. With every purchase, you're directly contributing to programs that empower and support veterans and first responders. Imagine starting your day with a rich, bold coffee that also fuels a vital cause. Pillars of Valor Coffee is dedicated to making a tangible impact, honoring those who've served our nation and communities. Join them in their mission. Visit pillarsofvalor.com to learn more and get your bag today. Pillars of Valor Coffee. Great coffee, greater purpose.